Today I'm going to be showing you this plug-in wireless doorbell. So what that means is that your transmitter, which comes with one, is wireless. It's not connected to any wires in order to work as your doorbell. And your two receivers, it comes with two, they need to be plugged in order to receive that doorbell. So if I'm hitting this doorbell right now, it's not working. I do have my other receiver downstairs and I can hear it going off. It needs to be plugged in order to work. Now the one disadvantage to this is that, okay, your plug is a little bit larger, so you want to put it on the top, but it still takes up space below that a larger plug underneath is hard to use. I am using it with a larger plug underneath, and we're definitely making it work here. But this is the plug. Our one disadvantage is we have young kids, and they usually will leave things alone that are in our outlets, but we have friends that come over that like to pull things out of the outlets and stuff like that. Now, kids can pull us out of the outlet and reset your sound, and if it's not plugged in, you're not going to hear your doorbell when it goes off. So that's one disadvantage to needing to have this plugged into an outlet. We found ways around that for sure, because we've got ours hidden in places, and in outlets like in our kitchen, we have it plugged in up here on the wall where young kids can't come and pull it out and change it. But as far as this goes, the great thing with having two receivers for us is that our regular doorbell rings in our upstairs hallway, and when you go downstairs and turn the corner, you can't hear it in half the house. So when people ring the doorbell and we're downstairs, we can't hear it. Now we've got two receivers, so we can definitely hear that doorbell going off. So let me show you on these receivers the buttons that you have. You have a volume control, and you have this music one that will allow you to go through the different sounds. So there's only two buttons. I do wish that there was a scrolling through button for the music so that you could go back and forth, like you liked the one before and you don't want to go through every single sound in order to get back to it. It would be nice to have an option to scroll backwards and forwards. That would be my one thing that I would like to see on this doorbell for sure. And you can adjust the volume up and down. So I will plug this in for you and give you a demonstration of the sounds. And now I can ring my doorbell. I don't have this installed outside yet, just for the purpose of showing you in this video. I like the traditional doorbell sound. The rest, there are a couple of different noises, and the rest are kind of these little different songs. There are Christmas songs, but I'm sure at Christmas time I will be playing a Christmas song through here. My two receivers, I can have different songs on each one, so if I wanted to have a cheesy Christmas song going on downstairs and a regular doorbell upstairs, I can do that. I'm going to go through and show you these different sounds. Whatever sound you stop on will set on there, but when you unplug it and plug it back in, it'll go back to the traditional ding-dong sound. So you've got kind of like a clock chime sound. Now there's not a list that comes in here of the different songs. I think that would be helpful also, to see a list, a numbered list of all the different songs. So if there's a song on there that you know you want, you can just scroll through to find it. So you've got like things like London Bridges. Kind of a poppy type song. The Nutcracker. My Heart Will Go On is on there. Right, Amanda? Give you an example of what different sounds sound like. There's some random ones. That sounds to me like some kind of an alarm. So, but I'll stop on that one to show you when I ring my doorbell. That last song that I was on is what's going to play. But if you want to go back to the ding dong or back to the beginning of it, you just unplug it, and then when you plug it back in, it will go back to that original sound. There's Happy Birthday. So you could set a special song. If someone's got a birthday in your house, you could set that on as your doorbell ring. Okay, so that's kind of the average length of one of your songs on here. So that's what's set. When I unplug it, and then plug it back in, it goes back to the first one on your list. So if you wanted to quickly reset or want one of the ones in the beginning, you don't have to keep scrolling through. You can do it that way. I'm going to take you downstairs to show you our doorbell down there. Okay, now we are downstairs in my house. So this is typically, at this point, I can't hear my regular doorbell down here. But now I told you my problem with the receiver, that I'm afraid of it being plugged in low in the wall, that kids will be able to get it. I don't have any high plugs downstairs, but what we've done is plug it in. We've got an outlet back here behind our couch, and we can turn that sound up as high as we need to, remember, with the sound button on there. So it's behind my couch. And when I ring the bell, we still get a clear, crisp sound. And we just turn this, it's at the same volume as the other one, but we can turn this volume up on this receiver a little bit more. But when I'm on the stairs or something, or around the corner over here, anywhere in my downstairs, I can hear this bell, even though it's behind a piece of furniture. So there's definitely great benefits to having a wireless doorbell with multiple receivers. This is really working for us in our home, and it's solving a problem for us, definitely. Now the receiver itself, the transmitter, which is what people will ring outside, there are two places here that you can put screws through. You can see that there's not holes. I don't know why it's just not an open hole, but that would be where your screw goes in there, and you can pull this off to change the batteries. You can also put this on with a 3M adhesive tape. So there's screws in there, and there's the 3M strip for you if you want to use that outside as an alternative to not screw into the side of your house. But that's how it works. Your wireless doorbell with 2 receivers.